Hey there riders, Moto Journo Kris and Yamaha have just announced updates to their WR250F enduro machine, and I'm going to be honest, when I first saw that release I misread it and thought they just announced a new WR250R for 2022 and almost had a heart attack. But back to reality, the 2022 WR250F will receive updates from the competition YZ250F, bringing the two machines closer together. Pricing here in Australia will be $14,899 right away, with a 3-month part warranty arriving in December. UK pricing in comparison is £7,799, and in the USA the new 2022 WR250F will be available from October for $8,799 MSRP. Your colour options are Yamaha Blue. Updates start with the powerplant, which receives a YZ250F type cylinder head and exhaust camshaft, alongside a YZ250F wider intake port and intake joint. That's also joined by a revised camchain tensioner and engine balancer, while the gearbox shift cam is also new. These changes ensure better intake flow for combustion efficiency and increased power throughout the rev range, which is something no one's going to complain about, with the new exhaust camshaft boosting that low to mid-range power as well. Naturally, it's still the reverse cylinder head with forward-facing inlet. The ECU has been updated to match, with Yamaha promising better usability across all speeds, while the gearbox shifts should also be both smoother and easier. On the header pipe there's also a new heat guard to prevent snagging, while a stronger bracket is run for the muffler. The Yamaha Power Tuner app also allows wireless engine tuning via smartphone with adjustment of the engine power characteristics, and there's a bar mounted button for switching between the two preset maps you can load on the fly. The liquid-cooled 4-stroke double overhead cam 4-valve runs a bore of 77 by 53.6mm and a 13.8:1 compression ratio, with a constant mesh 6-speed return type transmission. The chassis also gets some attention with the CF die-cast aluminium Delta Box frame new, with walls of varying thickness allowing the frame's rigidity to be tuned to match the high performance from the engine, with engine mounts also tuned to match the new loadout specific to the WR250F. Forks are KYB speed-sensitive units with revised damping settings to also match the other updates to the 2022 WR250F, and are matched by a KYB monoshock on the rear, also benefiting from revised damping settings. Both units are fully adjustable with 310 travel on the front and 317 mils of travel on the rear, and ground clearance, minimum ground clearance at least, is 320mm. Clasping the new forks is an updated triple clamp with redesigned handlebar clamps as well, while the handlebars, front axle and footrests are likewise based on those found on the YZ250F and new. Also carried across from the YZ250F is a brake upgrade with a 16% larger surface area, care of a new 270mm front rotor, and more rigid front brake caliper running larger pistons. Factoring in the pads, that means 25% more contact area in total, offering a big boost in braking performance. Also new is the multifunction meter, which offers speedo, clock, timer and 2 trip meters, with a race mode allowing average speed, timer and trip functionality for those competing. An accumulated fuel consumption meter also helps keep track of when you'll need to refuel, and of course there's your engine warning lights. Graphics are also updated as we'd expect, as there's no point in having the updated bike if no one knows about it. Well, the extra performance and faster lap times are good, but come on, you gotta show that off. Existing features for the popular WR250F carried across include the radiator cooling fan and electric start, as well as the wide ratio 6-speed transmission designed specifically for enduro riding. There's also a quick adjuster for the clutch, while the previously mentioned handlebars can be adjusted between 4 positions and are rubber mounted. The fuel tank holds 7.9 litres, and there's a standard lightweight resin skid plate on the bike. Standard fitment is also an O-ring chain with the high mounted aluminium side stand, flat and slim seat, and an eye-catching feature in those blue rims matching the rest of the bike. Seat height is 955mm, while total weight is 115 kilos, and that is fully fueled and ready to go. Standard fitment tyres are the Dunlop Geomax EN91s with a 90x90 21-inch front and a 140x80 18-inch rear tyre. For those of us in Australia, the WR250F comes with a full ADR compliant kit, meaning it is road registerable and can be plated, but also including an off-road kit for competition and closed course use only. Included in the off-road kit is a lightweight LED tail light and plate holder, braided steel front brake line, competition GYTR muffler outlet, full power throttle stopper screw, brake snake protector, rear brake light wiring connector, barkbuster handguard set, which isn't shown in the photos, front and rear brake line banjo bolts, tail light undercover, original side stand bolt, engine stop switch and engine start switch, the communications control unit, CCU map switch, and 5 zip ties to keep the speedo sensor line attached to the brake line. As a quick recap of that pricing, it is as follows. Here in Australia, the 2022 WR250F will be $14,899 right away, with that 3-month part warranty arriving from December. UK pricing in comparison is £7,799, and in the USA, the new 2022 WR250F will be available from October for $8,799. If all this sounds very familiar, it's because a lot of these updates are what was featured on the YZ250F in its 2021 update, with those changes now carried across to the WR250F Enduro machine, although the YZ250F did have some smaller updates for 2022, which I've got a video up on at the moment. Now obviously this bike is no WR250R, but let me know what you think about these updates to the 2022 Yamaha WR250F and whether you're going to be putting your name down for one of these when they arrive. As always, stay safe out there and thanks for watching.